Well, hello there, and welcome into day 6 of our autumn art series. And I will be honest right off the bat, this is not screaming autumn, is it? No, it is not. But my thinking at the time was I wanted to coordinate with our apple pie that we did in last video. And that was my thinking. And also, in my defense, it's going to be in the 90s here tomorrow. So, maybe we're just creeping back into summer a little bit. At any rate, you can use whatever colors you would like and just have fun with it. You can see I did a little nod to folk art here because I love it. It's just whimsical and fun, and this is a very short video, and I hope you have fun. Let's paint. So I am using the same colors that I used in our last video for the apple pie, but just a little bit more of the aqua green than the sap green. Just different ratios. You can play with colors as you're mixing them. And you can see, just going to do a very simple shape here. Kind of looks like a gumdrop for our tea kettle or coffee pot, whatever you want it to be. And I've just now got water on my brush and I'm touching up into the outline of our kettle and I am bringing some of that color in. My goal here is just to get the inside of this nice and wet so that I can now do wet on wet and watch those colors just blend together so nicely. Like I said in the intro, use whatever colors you would like. I really do like this type of color for an accent in a fall color palette. And you could see that when I did my oak leaf a few paintings ago, as I did this sort of color mixture as the background. Okay, just tweaking the bottom here, kind of trying to straighten it out a little bit. And now I'm coming in with more of the same color, less water, and just dabbing it in so it kind of just spreads out nicely and letting watercolor do its thing like we do because that's fun to watch. And yeah, it kind of ends up looking a little bit like a tie-dyed thing while we're doing it. But then when it dries, it looks just dreamy to me. I love it. Love the wet on wet. So you can just play with that and have fun with it. I really like to have lighter spots and darker spots. And yeah, I just think it's fun. You can be really intentional and leave a lighter spot maybe towards the middle or at the top for kind of a reflective look. We did that a little bit with our pie dish as well. And then adding the darker also just kind of gives it a little bit of dimension as well, at least interest. Okay, and now for the spout, you can do this any shape. You can just do a straight line with a little kind of belly on it. I decided to just be a little whimsical with this. And honestly, at this point, I think it looks like it could be a fun cartoon elephant. We just put like a few little, 4 little squares down at the bottom for the feet. That could be pretty cute. Okay, but let's call this a kettle and keep filling this in, just much like we did with the kettle itself. And notice how my brush strokes tend to be more like tapping, especially when we're doing wet on wet, because it's just enjoyable to me to tap it in there and see where it goes. And you may have noticed in the intro that this is going to be a line and wash painting because that's kind of what I do most of the time anyway. And just kind of tweaking the shape of that spout a little bit. Like I've told you before, it's just fun for me to do wet on wet, so I could just sit here and play with this all day, but I won't because, we all have lives that we need to live. Okay. Apologies for my voice this morning, but I haven't been up that long, and so it's still a little rattly. What am I going to do? I got to work. Anyway, I really had fun painting this one. It's just basic little shapes, and now everything's dry, and we're going to come in with a fine liner. This is a Micron size 5, and I'm using black. Just putting a little knobby up at the top here. And this is where our line and wash comes in. Always optional, but I just think it adds so much detail and whimsy. And by detail, it's very loose detail. This is just such a fun part for me. And now I'm going to just add a little bit of a lid here. You can see it's just a little smiley face, no big deal. Putting a couple little knobbies here that our handle is going to be connected to, and I will tweak those here a little bit as well. And I've decided to just do the simplest little round handle for our kettle. And we will give it a little wooden or whatever material handle on there as well. just for comfort, you know? You can tweak this however you would like. I'm just speeding up this part because I'm filling it in with pen. So here I'm just adding a couple little loop-de-loops for our handle to connect to more securely. And now I'm just outlining everything, making sure everything's dry. That is an important thing. Before outlining, make sure your paint is completely dry. Now I'm coming in with another Micron size 5, but this color is blue, and this is where I'm going to draw in my little flowers. Speeding through this because you can slow this down if you want. You can draw your own design on here, just adding little dots, making it whimsical. In my mind, folk art is about keeping it playful and charming and not about perfection. So don't worry if your shapes aren't even. Just make it your own using the shapes and colors that you like. Okay, and now for the finishing touch here, we're just going to add a shadow. Down at the bottom, I've got Payne's Gray on my brush, and you can see just sweeping it under our kettle here to ground it to whatever surface it might be sitting on, your table, your countertop. And if you wanted to get really fancy, you could even draw in your table or your countertop, or maybe your table with a tablecloth on there. Just have fun with it, or be simple like I'm being here. And then I went ahead and let this dry, and I looked at my handle and just wanted to make that kind of wooden handle part a little bit wider, just for comfort, whoever's pouring the coffee or tea that day. Just little finishing touches. Sometimes, you just kind of take a step back and look at it and go, something doesn't look quite right here. And so that's what I thought with this little handle portion. And then even after I got done with the handle, I took a step back and looked at it, and I decided I wanted a little more definition around everything. So I did an outline, which I'll just speed you through because I'm literally just going over the outline of our shapes here. You can tweak, tweak, tweak till your heart's content. All right, that's it. Here's our watercolor kettle in the line and wash style, the touch of folk art design. Just kept it very simple. I hope you have fun with it. Yours might look completely different from mine, and that is wonderful. That's what makes this style so much fun, right? All right, thanks for painting with me, and we'll see you Monday for day 7.